Well, hello. How are you all doing? Welcome to the stream. My name is Ajay Pandey. I think the audio is probably audio is fine. My name is Ajay Pandey. I use he/him pronouns. And tonight we're gonna be playing Bolt RPG, the lightning fast game engine, here on Huetopia. Huetopia is a great little stream channel. If you're new, if you've come here through the Bolt system, you should follow this channel. It is run and like held together by queer people of color to make that like queer BIMPOX focused space that we've wanted for years. This is the place. This is the hot shit. And you should follow this. This is a great little community, and it's one that you should join, watch, sub, and perhaps run your own games on. So that's Huetopia. Let's talk about the Bolt RPG engine, which is incidentally on the Kickstarter right now. Bolt is the lightning fast RPG. It is tense action. Every roll's fast. Every combat encounter is tense. Every scrub can wreck you, and every victory feels earned. Every shot makes you feel like a badass. And it is built to be hacked. So if you have your own game system idea, if you want to make your own campy 80s action fantasy come to life, this is the system for you. Trust me. I will personally enable you to make the thing happen. I will hassle you to charge you for your work, and I will never send a lawyer to DMCA your shit. It's a great system. It is on Kickstarter right now. The base pledge tier is $35. There's an accessibility tier at 10 USD. The PDFs will come with a screen readable compatibility. They will come with an accessible version for you to read. It's gonna be great. So check it out on Kickstarter. And the first stretch goal is going to be an opening for a double album setting, of which one of them is Legends of Niram. This is the setting that we'll be playing for this little one shot. And yes, the hair game on stream. I'm proud of my hair. But yeah, that's Bolt back on Kickstarter. If we can get to 50K, Kevin here. I don't know if I'm pointing the right direction. I think I'm pointing this way. Maybe the other way.
Oh, no,
Kevin is going to put together a freaking amazing setting here, and I'll let him talk about it later at the end of the stream. But it is so good. It's such a good pitch. Let me tell you about it. Anyway, with that, let's go round the crew and introduce everyone and also their characters. Val, how about you go first?
Hi guys, I'm Valeria. You can see me in a bunch of different places doing a bunch of different things. Are we going into detail with that right now, or are we just gonna
give a quick pitch of your character?
Oh, so my character's name is Belen Arturo. She is a mercenary where we are, and she's definitely not from here, but she thinks that her prospects can be good as long as she figures out how to land on top. She is a tiny lady with a massive bow, and she likes strapping shit to her arrows to make people uncomfortable.
Make them die quicker. All right, Vidithya, tell us about you. Tell us about your character.
Hey, I'm Vidithya. I use he/him pronouns. I am playing Chaya Horus, a Beerbalite scholar from the House of Those Who Sever Stitches. And Chaya is a healer, or understands healing by trade, but is very much how do I say this cryptically? Uses it wrong, knows how to, is very good at using
Opposite
it
of healing.
poorly. I don't know. Magic assassin. There we go. I've said it.
Magic assassin.
Cool.
Amazing. All right, and Kevin, tell us about you. Tell us about your character.
Hey, I'm Kevin. I use he/him pronouns. I am playing Zhang today. Zhang is baby. Zhang is a sweet little boy who's been recruited into this Black Ops group. He's a good little spear boy. He does his job. He takes the hits.
He's gonna get so killed.
Oh. Chai's gonna put you in so much danger.
Chaya is from the house that makes and breaks stitches. You can help. You can make some stitches.
Yeah,
Right?
I can make stitches. I make stitches. I make them.
It's cool, kid. Just go take that hill.
Yeah.
You got it.
I swear
You
I'm right
got it.
behind you. I swear.
I
Don't look
swear.
back. I'm not right behind.
Wait till you
Two
see the whites of their
rules.
eyes, and then bring me the whites of their eyes.
Listen,
There
as
we
long as
go.
you listen, just go in. If you hear the whiz of an arrow, just duck. You'll be fine.
You'll be.
Just go and rip out
Uh,
their throats. It'll be great.
It'll be great.
Real wholesome family fun. I will give a content warning up for lots of violence. This is going to be a lots of violence kind of game. I will not go into detail of gore, but there will be lots of shooting and stabbing and burning. So keep that in mind. With that, do we want to get into the game a little bit? Yeah, I'll give a quick intro of the setting. So we are in the Valley of Gandhana, the nexus of power of the Pyrrhanic Kingdom of Bhattacya. Bhattacya, it's an empire. It is a golden empire. The wealth and the influence and the knowledge of the world, they all pass through Gandhana, and you are in its backyard. However, within maybe a generation or two, the world is changing, arguably for the worse. Now, typically, the world has been governed by a magic of local powerful gods, of whom the most powerful are those of Bhattacya. But now there is a new kind of magic out there, pioneered by a cunning mage known as Birbal. The new Birbalite scholars have found a way to wield magic, to wield the dark energies of the world without any gods, without any faith, just tearing at the energies of the world to their own ends. Those within the kingdom are split. Do they burn the heretics, or do they appropriate their technology for their own imperial ends? On the Birbalites, they're similarly split. Do they sell their weapons of war for unimaginable wealth, or do they exploit the corruption and the brutality of the existing regime to subvert and take power for themselves? There is no war in the Gandhana Valley. Of course not. War here? Ludicrous. But there are still reasons in this delicate game of political intrigue. There's still reasons for people to die. And that is what brings you three here. You are part of a small mercenary company. You can decide later if you are part of a larger organization or if you three are all just freelance mercenaries doing your own thing. You have been hired by the Bureau of You have been hired by the kingdom faction known as the Bureau of Flowing Gold. They handle trade, they handle treasury, they handle banking, they handle the collection of debts. Flowing Gold. They are aligned with Birbalites, because one imagines novel weapons of war have a lot of flowing gold. Your contact is a man named Harrison Loven, who is currently in a briefing room with the three of you. I want Belen. Describe one aspect of this room that lets you know immediately that this is not a room meant to show off. Like, what about this room says they don't expect diplomats to be here?
I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit. Is not a room meant. So
Describe something about the room that says, oh yeah, they don't expect people to impress to show up in this room.
So something that you I would expect that it's that there's no windows.
Ooh.
And the doors there's no windows, and there's like and it's kind of like bare bones, like they didn't expect to have anybody in here. Like it was kind of almost as if like this is a room that you don't really want to be seen coming into or out of.
Ooh, I like that. And as part of that, the only lights in this room are stationary versions of what you would know as snap lights, little rings that you snap and a little point of light emerges. There are a couple of those in this room, barely enough to read the kind of documents you imagine would be signed and destroyed here. Also, the walls are about 3 times thicker than you would expect.
Ooh.
All the better to muffle the sounds of classified information or screams. So at this point, Mr. Loven gives you the rundown of what you're doing. So we are here, and I want you three to address a certain rival interest. So, how many of you are familiar with the Order of White Lilies? And here, I would like you all to roll a difficulty 8 recall politics check. So for that, I'm going to ask you to roll a d10 and a d4. You will add your ranks in recall politics to your d10, and the d4 will add chaos. You will also add your knowledge because recall politics scales with knowledge.
Ooh. So I've got a total 12 because I rolled a 10 on my d10 for politics, and then I rolled a 3 on the d4.
Awesome. Viditya, how about you?
I rolled a 7 on my d10 plus 3, so I got a 10 total, and then I got a 2 on the d4.
All right. And Kevin?
I got a 14 on the D10 and a 4 on the D4.
Ooh, you got you got the big money rolls. All right. So the way recall rolls work in Bolt, and this is part of why I started with them. Recall rolls are a chance for me to offload lore building to you all, by way of me asking loaded questions of you and you giving me the spicy stuff that I get to use to twist in my favor later down the session. Kevin also rolled a perk, which means he got a nice little extra thing. But first, Viditya, tell me of the Order of White Lotus. I'll give you the rundown. They're cops in the worst sense of the word. Certain interests in the kingdom send. What happens is certain interests in the kingdom find the meanest highway bandits on the Royal Road. They dress them up in Piranic Kingdom colors. And then they send them onto Seikuren Road. Seikuren Road is like the Royal Road, except with fewer laws, infrastructure improvements, or upstanding people. If you want to avoid the eye of the kingdom, you go on Seikuren Road. Unless you run into the Order of White Lilies, who are the meanest bastards who would be raiding people. Except now they have the colors of the state on them. This gets a bunch of advantages for Huetopia. One, you get the meanest bandits off the important road. And two, by having these bloodthirsty motherfuckers on Sekran Road, you can push regular people off back onto the regular Royal Road, where there are more taxes and more customs officials who can shake them down instead. So, you know, even if they take the bad road, they get their money either way.
Yeah.
So as you can imagine, Beerbolites are a bit in a difficult situation. And in fact, how about you tell me what have the Order of the White Lilies been doing to Beerbolite shipments that you're aware of? Because you're a Beerbolite. You would know.
Yeah. What have they been doing with the shipments?
What have they been doing to people carrying shipments? What have you heard?
Oh, okay. They actually, like, weirdly enough, they don't demand payment. Instead, they've been forcing them to take, and tell me if this is too much, this doesn't make any sense, but like trinkets. They're like a very specific little emblem that they're like, you have to keep this on you. This, and like they like glue it to a passport or something. They're like, this is now yours. And they're just spreading these like weird little things, and it's like markers basically. They're like marking Beerbolites as they go around. It's confused. Like in the Beerbolite like kind of colleges, it's almost confusing. You're like, the White Lotus like usually never cares. Like they're usually just kind of brutes, but they're being weirdly cunning about their tactics right now. Is I think what's happening.
And you probably have your theories about what those markers do, and you suspect it's not just there for decoration.
No.
Val,
Yes.
tell me what aspect of the Order of White Lilies, what aspect of their armor or garb is ornately decorated, and what aspect did they cheap out on?
I feel like they definitely have like a very ornate like chest plate, and it's like the first thing you see when you're coming, and it's like a very like polished to a shine metal, and then like a very intricate like lotus type motif of metal like right in the middle of the chest guard. Right, and so when you see like moonlight glint off of it while you're trying to travel the road at night, like it's something that you don't want to see. It's like, oh no. Right, and it's something that like if it's very sunny, they'll they're jerks, so they'll position themselves so it glints in your eyes and stuff like that. But like stuff that they cheap out on is like it's like helmets. They don't. They come from banditry, and now they get to parade all this like authority in front of you. So they don't care that their helmets are kind of shitty. They'll just take them off.
That's very good.
That is extremely good, and I will definitely keep that in mind. Kevin, where is their base of operations, and how is entry inconvenient for guests? You get a perk. I'll let you add an extra question. How do you know how to get around the inconvenience?
Oh, Zang.
Where is their base of operations?
I know why I keep you around now.
Because I read the book. Because I read the dossier. I did the homework. Let's see. What's a good place? What's an interesting place?
You get to make one up.
Yeah.
There is no map, so you can kind of make it up.
I think they've got like a front of like a coffee roastery. Like they've got this big warehouse where they receive coffee and like roast it and process it. And then like in there it's like some fucking Breaking Bad Walter White shit where like they move some big like roasting vat, and then behind it opens up a whole other space, and that's where their thing is. So like to get in there, you've got to get past all of these people, all these people that are like both actually that both legitimately work there to make sure it's because it's a business. It got might as well make some money. But then also there's plants who are like pretending to be working, who keep an eye out as security, and so you got to get through there in through like the secret entrance and all this shit, and then I think the way to get in is that if you're seen carrying like one of these little markers, if you're seen carrying one of these little markers that they force onto people on the road, that like then they know like, oh, you're a marked person. Like clearly you either work for us or you owe us some debt, so you're here to pay it off.
Right.
Oh.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Neat.
And
That
it's like
is-
mostly to beer belites, so it's like
Yeah.
Ooh. Debts to collect. And I will note that coffee is foreign to this land, so they're
Mhm.
making some big money
Mhm.
on this roastery.
Exactly.
Like they sell this at exorbitant prices to the highest of the high powerful. And the profits are so high that they can hide all of the other stuff that they're stealing.
Because they've got a lot of shipments coming in and out. Like they disguise
Exactly.
all these shipments as like the coffee and the importing and exporting as roasted and stuff. Yeah.
And interestingly, a lot of these coffee boxes are the size are at the size or larger than coffins.
ooh, it's a
Mm,
lot of coffee.
mm.
That's a lot of coffee. You
Yeah.
wonder if it's too much coffee. Anyway, let's see if I remember this guy's voice. Mr. Lovin says, so it seems you are all aware of these individuals, as I assume you, and he points to Jaya. I assume you know what they're up to. We have been receiving some reports of what those markers are for. And every report we have suggests that they are bad news, and we would like to address that. So, as an addition, a lot of the individuals financing the actions of the White Lilies, they are not as amenable to the innovations of the likes of you, and they have been using aspects of the Order of White Lilies to carry out their own operations against key asset holders. We would like you to address two birds with the one stone. We have identified a particular supply cache of stolen goods, forfeited goods, I'm sorry, civilly forfeited goods. They're stolen. That they have put together in a particular outpost. We would like you to destroy them. One, this will strike a blow against the White Lilies and show them that they are messing with the wrong individuals. I recommend, I don't know, and he like pulls out of a pocket and he like, who looks like they're in charge for this operation?
I feel like Belen wants to look like she's in charge, but I'm not sure if that's the case.
I was gonna actually ask because like Chaya probably has the most experience out of everybody, but like I think they're not looking to be the face of this, you know.
Clearly,
very
Zhang thinks you're
explicit.
in charge.
Yeah. So like Belen, if you want, if you kind of want to be like on paper, like yeah, I'm in charge of this, Chaya will 100% let you take
like that.
whatever that means.
Oh yeah, no. Then yeah, Belen's happy to be a
Yeah.
leader because that's what she wants above everything.
In that
And
case,
she's like,
yeah. In that case, Harrison Lovin flicks you what looks to be a brooch. It is a coin. It looks like a coin, except the decoration on it looks a bit like the Putty seal, except warped, like you're seeing it underneath a pool of lightly rippling water. It is a symbol of the Bureau of Flowing Gold. And he says, I don't know, leave this somewhere in the ashes. so they know who they've made enemies of. That is one goal. The second is that if you address this cache, the intent is we are coordinating with a few other operations. We want to draw the actions of the white lilies into the light, see if we can make them act a little more recklessly in a way that higher ups notice, and see if we can get some sanctions posed on the white lilies, which in turn would hamstring the efforts of other interests in the kingdom so that we can operate more freely. Does this all make sense?
Yeah. Set stuff on fire. Make sure they get agitated because of it. Seems easy.
Noticing the silence from
Yeah.
Zhang, Zhang, I think he's going to assume that his opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. I think like Chaya, by the way, is like nodding silently, like
yeah.
in a corner.
I think Zhang looks and sees Chai nodding and also nods.
Like, yeah.
Also, notably, Jaya.
Yeah.
And notice what like Jaya's like face. They are bound to the ways of the Rakshasa, so
Oh yes, yeah.
their face shifts. If you were to try and describe their face, you would not be able to unless Jaya let you remember their face.
Mm-hmm.
It's extremely good.
I love it. I saw it and I was like, well, yeah. I mean, this is who my character is.
Which makes it very unsettling to look them in the eyes. Because you can't quite be sure where their eyes are, or if they the same eyes that you've always been looking at. Which
Very good.
freaks out Hedson, you know. This is freaking him out. And he just like looks at this like weirdly tense situation and says, I assume you understand now. Leave signs of our influence, if you will.
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
What's our time? What's the time limit on this mission?
Leave immediately is the time limit. We are trying to coordinate with, and he like mentally counts in his hands, 3 or 4 other operations, and the idea is to have them all interact, have them all go off, as it were, at roughly the same 24-hour to 48-hour interval. And since the cache that we've located for you is 1 day's trip away, if you rush, you should go soon. Once, if you would.
Yeah.
Chaya kind of like leans forward and is like, I'm guessing we don't have. There's no contingency, huh?
The contingency is that we've hired people who will succeed.
And then like I think just like nods again and then leans back.
I feel like while Chai was doing this, Belen has gotten to the door and then she's looking at the both of you like, let's go.
What's the right? Yeah. I think as I noticed that, I might like kick the chair, like the chair leg of Zhang. Like not to knock it over, but just to be like, just like as a hey, get up.
Zhang like stands up straight like a bull and like gives a salute and then starts walking towards the land.
Speaking of bolt, back bolt.
Yeah.
We gotta say bolt at least 13 times this.
We bolt out of here.
Bolt out of here. Sorry about
Belen does say to Zhang, you don't salute the customer, Zhang. You salute your commanding officers. Come on.
Then Zhang will also salute you.
Oh my god.
Points.
Everyone say
Points
Bolt
for
Jack.
you. Good job.
Oh my god. I can't. Zhang, buddy.
Zhang will also salute you.
At this point, Novan's just like pinching the bridge of his nose. Just carry on with the mission, if you would.
Oh,
I think a headache.
I think like as Chaya's about to leave, kind of runs back. Did you mention payment? Or we get? I missed it.
You will be paid adequately for your work. I am not the one in charge of payment. You should have already gotten the memo already. I am here for strategic information and nothing more. Leave.
Wait, hold up. Can I? Can I use evade? Do I have to roll for evade memory, or do I just declare it?
You, by default, people don't remember you unless
Yeah.
you let them remember you.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
You can just do it whenever.
Like as an error. So
Also, hey, Dicey Amazons rating with a crew of 15. Hello to the crew. Shout out to Pi. Shout out to the Dicey Amazons. Great folks.
shout out to Ting for them. So
Shout out to Ting for the sub. Dang. What a crew. Everyone should sub to the Dicey Amazons. Sub and follow the Dicey Amazons. They're another great BIMPOC Twitch channel. Great folks. I love them all.
hell yeah.
Shall we get on the road?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's undo the bolt on the door.
We
I mean, because we couldn't we couldn't loosen the bolt on the coffers and get pay. So
oh my god.
We're at 4, by the way, guys.
Nice. You're counting nice. So we will jump cut a little bit through the travel.
Mhm.
Let's talk a little bit about Sacred Road. Val, who, if everyone, maintains the Sacred Road around this part instead of the kingdom?
Like maintains like keeps like the road clear, or like
Who
maintains like
Who maintains the road like devolving into entropy? Because the kingdom isn't doing it anymore. Not at this part of the road.
I feel like if the kingdom isn't doing it, I feel like it's something that's become like a local thing. Like the local able-bodied adults, you know, men and women of the surrounding towns that depend on stability have decided to take up like their own arms, their own issues around the road, because they found out like, oh hey, the kingdom doesn't care about this part of the road. You know who collects some money? Our towns.
Ooh, that is very good. So you end up running into a couple of toll booths of these like not really ragtag, but you can tell they're not professionals. They're not professional guards, but they're definitely asking for tolls as you go about the road. Not much, notably, much less than the kingdom would, but definitely not sanctioned by higher ups.
Mhm.
Jaya, tell me about the best dhaba around this stretch of the road. Tell me tell me their deal. Tell me what kind of food they sell. Tell me if they're some diaspora.
Okay. The best dhaba around is right next to a pepper farm. Like a spicy pepper farm.
Also, for the chat, dhaba it's a roadside diner. Think roadside diner. Anything Guy Fieri would show up to, that's a dhaba.
Yeah. It has, and my favorite part of stopping by a dhaba in India is getting some chai. So like it's known for having some incredible chai, but the thing is, it's instead of ginger that like you can get like some really strong ginger chai, it is this like spicy pepper that they brew it with. So it's almost like a challenge. Like they're like, oh yeah, you can get like sweet milk tea. Like sure, you can get like milky chai, but
you
what
came
you
here
really
to
want-
get fucked up.
yeah, take this. And it's like, you know, it's like noticeably redder than that like kind of milky brown that it should be, you know. It smells incredible. Like it's not like a painful, you know, because sometimes you can be like, it's painful to smell something that but this is just, you're like, oh, it's got such a great aroma. Chaya comes here after every, I think, well, no, if we're on the road, but like Chaya comes here as much as they can if they're traveling down this road.
And interestingly, the proprietor of this particular dhaba is Abalosi. So it's this like burly black woman with locks that just go down to the middle of her back. Just every time, just it's Jaya once again. How are you doing? What nonsense have they gotten you onto this time?
You know I can't tell you that.
I know, it's still fun to ask. Is it the kind of thing where I will see a trail of fire from my window in the morning?
Not recently. I've got I had to keep it on the down low a little bit, you know. But you know, but I'm already saying too much. I gotta, you know, I can't help it. And I like sit down and I like I'm like, hey, newbie. As I'm like calling over saying,
you would know this woman's name is let me Google a thing real quick. What is this person's name? Because I have a name table. This is the beauty of setting writers, is that they will give you interesting culture names, and this is what the stretch troll will go to, is adding these really interesting diaspora settings to make the world feel more alive. And holy shit, Pi handing out 5 tier 1 subs,
just
damn, holy shit, thank you so much, Pi. What is this woman's name?
where did you say she's from as well?
She's Abalosi, so think big burly black woman.
Oh, do I know how to speak that? Wait, hold up.
You do, I believe. You have Ave at rank 4. You're fluent.
Ave, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, her name is Shari. Shari Taran. And yeah, she's just like in Ave. So
yeah.
Zhang, how much Ave do you know? Okay. You have 1 rank. You know.
Yeah.
So you can tell. You know enough to be like, oh, she's talking shit about me, isn't she? And she like literally just like goes to try to be like, tell me about the new guy. What's he up to? He looks awful new.
The amount of times this guy has I think like in Ave as well, like we're talking, it's like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
The amount of times he's saluted me, it's almost embarrassing, let me tell you. He walks out, I walk out of the shitter and he gives me a salute. He salutes the shit that I forgot to flush. Let me tell you.
Oh.
Well, I respect that kind of I understand that kind of respect, and honestly, it deserves respect of its own. So,
yeah.
Make sure it doesn't die like the last one. And you caught Zhang, you caught die in last one.
I like to think that Velen is at the table, just sort of like staring down at this chili chai,
Oh yeah.
not catching any of this.
Not catching
Velen
any of this.
does not have any ranks in Nave.
What
You
I
have never been to
know-
Abelthana? You've never run into anyone in a big way like that? So yeah, you're just like, they're talking about something.
a one I can probably order off the menu, right?
One
pretty-
is
I can
like
probably say it, but like not well. Like say whatever.
it's
like,
like you know like a phrase book's worth maybe.
yeah.
You know enough to recognize the language, and you know enough to pick up the spicy words.
Yeah,
But not enough
exactly.
to order off the menu without really looking like an idiot.
Right. I think because he just heard and recognized the word die in last one, I think Zhang is gonna order like every place that serves spicy food. He's gonna order like the death level of the chai. Of this
And-
spicy chai. Like obviously that's what they're talking about. Like yeah.
Oh my god.
I've already forgotten this woman's name. What the Shari?
Yeah.
Shari literally goes to you like, listen, kid, you don't have to impress me. And she says this in He's like, listen, kid, you don't have to impress me. Which spice level do you want?
No, I can. I
Now
want. Yes, I can. You don't know me.
I think I like. Sorry, Kevin, finish up.
No, please. I had nothing in there. I was stumbling.
So I guess like I'll cut you off as you're stumbling, and like Chio will kind of call over to Bella and be all like, "Come on, you want to put a bet? You want to place a bet whether or not he'll take it? What do you think? He'll order the hottest chai. You think he'll be able to take it, or it's gonna come out?"
Will being able to drink the hottest chai impress you?
Me?
No, not you.
Okay.
I don't need to impress you, Jaya. I'm talking about Shadi.
Well, it's hot enough for me.
I'll take the hottest chai.
Alrighty then. In this case, Chai, you don't have to roll. You've had this before. I want Belen and I want Zhang to both roll a difficulty 8 resist physical check to not get wrecked.
I'm a fan. Okay, so that's D10, D4. So I got a 9, but I got a 1 on my D4.
Ooh. What about you?
I got a 15 on the D10 and a 3 on the D4.
How much
Okay.
resist physical do you have?
Plus 6. The last time
He's baby, but he's strong.
The
He's
last
strong.
time Kevin made a character for Bolt, he min-maxed so hard I literally could not. And yes, this has extreme convincing the Thai place. I swear I can handle it. The only time I was bested by spice was at a Thai restaurant in Worcester, Mass.
Yeah. I've only been bested by spice at a Bangkok restaurant. Like it was painful, but so good.
So the lesson here is that Thai folks will fuck you up.
He'll fuck you up.
They'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
So I think both of you manage it. I think I have an idea for what the complication could be for Bedland. I want to know, what do you think happens?
See, I don't. Belen's goal here was to try and impress Shadi in like a physical sense.
Oh, you were here for the flirts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then I
That's like,
think-
oh, you'll be impressed? Sure.
I think what's gonna happen, because you definitely succeed, but as you like show like, yeah, I can handle it, I think you stand up too quickly, you like whack your knee on a table and like completely
Ugh.
undercut like any like style you had.
Damn.
This is too real.
This is so
Um,
good.
but but Shadi looks to Jaya, and again, and Ave is like, this kid's got something to him. You should keep him around. Don't let him die too quick.
I'm like, I think like back at Ave. Why do you think I bring him here first and foremost?
Zang is just like, yeah, whatever the other word for die is, yeah, die. Here.
And at this one, Shadi just like bursts out laughing. You have no context for why.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah. And like Zang just like nervously laughs along. I don't understand, but you're laughing, so I'm gonna laugh too.
Oh my god.
Amazing. And with that, you leave to go to the hideout. I have one last question. This one's for Kevin.
Okay.
For Zhang, it's for Zhang in particular.
Yes.
Tell me briefly about the bandit who was found on this stretch of road in 13 and a half pieces.
13 and a half pieces. Tell you about them. I think they what's their deal? I think the story is that they were a bandit, but they were actually a bureaucrat traveling on the road, sort of in incognito, and they were discovered along the way by some Beerbolites. They were a kingdom bureaucrat discovered by the Beerbolites, and then like the Beerbolites had their way with this diplomat, but they didn't want to they didn't want to get too much kingdom attention, so they set the message that like you don't fuck around on our road here, and by dividing them up into 13 pieces and spreading them along the road, but they never revealed that it was a kingdom bureaucrat, so they took care of two birds with one stone, so to speak.
Okay.
So you would know this has been contested territory. So the location that you were informed of was not the coffee factory, incidentally, or like the coffee distillery.
Mhm.
It was a forested campsite. You are in the middle of, I wouldn't say it's a jungle per se, but it's definitely like a warm forest.
Yeah.
The kind of place you would be familiar with in like Madhya Pradesh or like more forested parts of Maharashtra. So the roads are still a little dusty. It's definitely like a monsoon type forest, and currently you are right about at the tail end of the monsoons. So the roads are still a little muddy. But the part of the time when this entire area would just flood straight up has now passed. And the exact campsite itself is a little bit into the forest. Like they clearly, if you didn't know what to look for, you wouldn't have noticed it. But you're not just observant, you're not just clever, you're informed, which is better.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to pick out the narrow path to this little setup.
Mm-hmm.
How do you want to approach it? And I will give you all a picture of the map. For those of y'all in chat, I will not describe it in such detail that you will need the map to understand what's going on. But it is there for the players so they don't get lost. Let me find the chat.
I'll tell you right now, Zang wants to approach however Chaya and Bella want to approach.
That's the way you go.
Oh my god.
Is you let everyone else figure it out. It's in the Huetopia green room.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So you are able to get, and I'll explain it for the chat as well. Depending on how you approach, you see a small campfire in the middle, with 3 like wooden benches surrounding it and a weapon rack near the fire with mean looking pole arms and a mace or 2 and a crossbow or 2. Within the actual campsite, there's also to the side a zone of tents. There are 2 of them. They both seem on the sturdy side, but are clearly also like meant to be able to be packed up slowly. To the right, there's also a shed, a wooden shed, presumably full of all the plunder, as well as a desk that's kind of open there, but you get the sense like whoever's in charge just kind of chills there and watches over the fire. And currently, you see 3 hooligans, if you will, sitting around the fire, drinking God knows what, and bragging loudly about the shit they've done the past couple days, seeing who can one-up each other in terms of state-sanctioned brutality,
Right.
if we will. How do you want to approach this? There are also 3 trees that you can use for cover, but you were also surrounded by a jungle of sorts, a thick forest. As long as you're in there, you get partial cover, and you can kind of strike out.
If these 3 hooligans are the only ones that are up, I'm pretty sure that one of my tricks can knock them all down at once, and then we can just go and pick them off while they lie there sleeping like babies.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What tricks are you hiding?
Well, I've got this concoction. It's kind of noxious. I wouldn't go into it myself. But you see, I've tipped this arrow with a small explosive, and when it strikes the ground, the explosive pops and releases a gas that usually doesn't kill people, but it'll drop you to the ground.
Interesting. Very useful.
Yes, and they're all gathered around that fire. Whoever else is here is probably sleeping. We can probably just go in and Zhang, you could probably just stab them all.
What is everyone's vigilance, by the way? I know Zhang's got crap vigilance.
I have 9.
What?
Belen has very good vigilance. So, Belen and to a lesser extent Jaya would be able to see, like, oh, some of the laughter isn't from the fire, some of it is from the tents. You get the sense that, like, whoever's in the tents, which are, like, decent enough tents, like, you probably, like, house, like, 10 people at this little campsite. You get the sense that not all of them are asleep. Some of them might just be drinking in the tents as opposed to at the fire. Because the fire, where the chicken lollipops are, and some folks have already eaten.
Okay, yeah.
That's a complication.
Notably, your objective is not to kill everyone, it's the cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't have eyes on that at all.
Not that you see.
Okay. Just
Actually, let me see if you notice any eyes. You see one person walking away into the tent.
Okay.
If they don't notice the noise go down, we can drop the people around the fire and make a run for the cash.
Yeah. And, you know, maybe we sabotage their weapons, make it a little easy on us if things go wrong.
Okay. Yes. So you both can run for the cash after I knock them out, and I'll drag their weapons into the jungle, into the forest.
Sounds like a plan. You got my back?
Of course. Losing you would make any any mercenary company in the future very unviable.
You got that right.
All right, and with that, I think the scrubs aren't going to enter combat yet, but I think we still want to set up the action economy. So the way combat works in Bolt, for those who aren't new, yes, chicken lollipops, Miriam. I'm hungry. I'm thinking up Renee right now. Yes. So the way initiative works in Bolt is you never roll for initiative. You claim a number of actions from 1 to 3, and the fewer actions you take, the faster you go. So if you claim 1 action, you go first. Then if you claim 2 actions, then if you claim 3, PCs go before NPCs, which puts a priority on getting the drop on people. Because if they get the drop on you, you're dead. Well, not dead, but you're wrecked. You're gonna have a bad time. So once you all get into position, well, one, where are you all getting into position? Are you all in the tree still?
Yeah.
All right. Are you spread out, or are you kind of clustered together?
Together.
I feel like it
Probably
could be
together.
smart if Belen went towards the left side
Mm-hmm.
and y'all were on the right
yeah.
side, closer to the cache.
Yeah. So we're
Okay.
on cash side, and Belen is on tent side. Is what I'm
Yes.
hearing.
Zang like starts following Belen, then Chaya grabs the back of Zang's shirt.
Yeah. I like.
love
I
it.
I fucking hate this, but like Chaya would do it. I like snap at you. I like grab you. Hey.
Okay.
Amazing.
And I like kind of like, man, I'm a fucking asshole. I like push you in front of me. I like push you
Is this
in.
just occurring
You
to you?
march. Huh?
Is this just occurring to you?
So I have to remind myself. That's how I keep myself in character. Instead of hating what I'm doing, I'm role playing.
As an asshole. As a
This is actually-
bloodthirsty asshole.
Yeah. I'm like, ugh, Chaya, no. I love it.
All right. In that case, how about everyone claims some action between 1 and 3 actions? So an action can be like stuff like, like you draw a weapon, or you like move within a zone, or you move to another zone, or you like duck behind cover, or you do something with a skill roll. You get 1 skill roll per turn.
Okay.
I'd like to claim. So it looks like my longbow needs 2 actions to do anything with it.
Let me check.
It says AP2.
AP2 is armor piercing.
Oh, neat. That's gonna be useful later.
pretty
Then
great.
I think if all I'm doing for now is firing my knockout gas and seeing what happens, I think I only want to claim 1 action.
I'd say claim another one for for like pulling out the bow, unless you've already you've pulled out the bow already. So 1 action works.
Okay.
Jaya, Zhang.
I think like so we're waiting for basically our cue, and then we're gonna book it. I think is like the best
Yeah.
idea. So unless we need to make like a roll with just like I run, I like move, or maybe I'll make like a sneak. So it'll be like,
You don't have to predict what the actions are going to be. You just have to pick a number. So it's like setting up like, do you want to act first, or do you want to have options
okay.
for people to react to?
Gotcha. I'm gonna then pick 1 action, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
3.
3. All right. In that case, folks with 1 action go first. Do you want Jaya to go first, or do you want Belen to act first?
I think like it'd be smarter if we see if this knockout arrow works.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
Then roll to shoot heavy. The way your knockout gas, we're gonna roll first. We'll see what happens.
Okay, and it's just a regular roll.
Just a regular roll.
All right. So that is a. So I rolled a 3, so that's a 10,
Wow.
and I got a 4 on my D4.
Woo!
Oh. Wait, you have a +7 to what did you roll with?
I put +4 in my reflex, and I have 3 heavy shoot.
Hell yeah. Okay.
God damn. Which means the way these sleep bombs work is that everyone in melee range, and I'm gonna say everyone's within melee range. You managed to hit the fire exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in there is gonna make a resist physical check, a defensive skill, to see if they immediately drop. And with a perk, I will let you add some extra consequences to what that happened. Maybe it could be a perk to the notice check I'm gonna make you do later. But first, the first one drops. The second one drops.
All right, 3 for 3.
The third one drops with a perk.
Ooh.
And I think that person, he notices the first to drop, stands bolt upright for a second, shouts, "Intruders!" and then drops.
Oh, okay.
So I want everyone to roll a if whoever wants to can roll a difficulty 10 notice check. So the way notice checks work is that these are how you extract information out of me. Because fights in Bolt are combat puzzles, and notice checks are how you get hints. And it's going to be difficulty 10.
Ooh.
And you also rolled a perk, so actually, Val, you can roll a d12. Your check is pulled forward once, I'm going to say. So you can roll a d12 with your d4.
All right.
Is the downside of rolling a notice check outside of failure, like we're also rolling the d4 so something bad can happen to us?
Yeah, you always roll the d4. Always roll the d4. Always roll for shenanigans.
So, Ajay, I got a 9. And
If
a
you
2 on
would
the
like,
D4.
if you
Can I
would
use
like
a
to
point of
fudge,
tenacity?
you can use a point of tenacity to fudge your roll to a 10.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the value of tenacity. You can literally just be like, no, I succeed on that check. Fuck you, GM.
So behind the curtain for our watchers right now, Melen has had 14 tenacity.
You should mark 13 out of 14 because that's important.
Gotcha. I'll do that right now.
14.
Oh, whoops. Now it's 13 out of 14 out of 14.
That's
pretty
a
great.
lot of tenacity. The standard range is 8 to 13 for vitality and tenacity. So Belen is exceptionally good at forcing things to happen.
Hell
What about Kevin and Vidithia?
I rolled pretty well. Actually, I got I rolled very nicely. So I got a total 11 and I rolled a 4. So I got a perk.
Beautiful. How about Zhang?
I don't think Zig's gonna notice. I don't want to.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, Belen, you get to ask 2 like PBTA style questions to get a sense of what's going on. And Jaya can either ask 2 and get a nice way to get a drop on people, or ask me 3 questions.
Okay.
So think like assess a bad situation for Monster of the Week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those kinds of questions.
I wanna. So, I kind of want to gauge on reaction time for these people. So Belen has a very. I believe that she has a very tactical mind, and so sort of noting on how these guys reacted. She wants to know how fast are they going to be in deep shit.
How fast? The way I'm going to actually frame it mechanically is that every round, 3 more are going to show up. Every round.
And
Okay.
then I think she wants to like looking at the camp. She wants to think how many people are they looking at right now in this camp.
There were 10. Now there are 7.
Sweet. Okay. She can handle that. This is fine.
How about Jaya?
Okay. First question is going to be I'm trying to see how to word this. I had it in my head like a second ago. It was is there a blind spot I can exploit, or like is there a blind spot I can get into?
There are definitely dead angles you can exploit. The way they're going to be coming out is from the tents towards the fire. So if you are ducking behind one of the trees in the cache zone, or if you are ducking behind the desk, you will have a little bit more chance to like get around them without noticing. Or if they do notice you, they're going to have to schlep a decent amount of distance relative to a combat encounter to get to you.
Okay, cool. And then my second question is, how do I put this in a way that's where can I put Zhang to draw well, I mean the answer is kind of obvious. So it's like where my question was, where can I put Zhang to draw the most attention? But I feel like right in the middle. But maybe like, where should I send Zhang? Is that fine if I maybe ask that? Like,
yeah, it's a good question. The place to send Zhang is towards the weapon rack.
Okay.
They're gonna roll out of the tent unarmed, and the first thing they're gonna do is grab some weapons.
Gotcha.
And the weapons are fucking mean.
Okay, perfect. And then you said, so I can either ask a third question or
you can get a bonus to like say like get the drop on people.
Yeah, I definitely want to take that.
All right, so then your next sneak eye check is going to be pulled forward once. So you're also going to roll a d12.
Nice, good.
Perfect. Next up, we get three bad boys show up, and they're going to claim. They're going to claim 3 actions total.
Okay.
No. One of them's going to claim 2 actions. The other 2 are going to claim 3.
Okay.
And you can like wait a little bit to like let them get out of the tent. You can delay your turn as much as you would like. But if you take fewer actions, you will go before them. So how many actions do you all claim for this next round?
I didn't get to take any of my actions.
Oh, you didn't?
No, yeah.
You
I
go
thought they were
first
doing
before
some interruption, but
you can go before they jump out. You hear a clattering, but you get a chance to do something, and Jaya might be able to.
Yeah, would I be able to chime in real quick? And
yes, you have the time for that.
Yeah, cool. I'm just gonna like point Zhang. I'm gonna be like, Zhang, all right, listen here.
He knows my name.
Go. Of course I knew you. Listen here, Star Eye. All right, you gotta get over it. I need you to get to those. I need you to get to the weapon rack. All right, do what you can. Make sure that they don't. They can't get armed. All right.
Oh, yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, boss. Yeah.
And then I like pat you on the back. I go, do not look at me. Do not give away my position.
Do not perceive me.
Do not perceive.
Do not fucking look at me.
Don't think about me. Don't perceive me.
In fact, you cannot perceive me.
Yeah.
Put a fucking spell on me. You cannot perceive me.
You cannot. Yeah. I think like even at that moment, like usually I'm like, all right, I let you know who I am, but like as I say that, like my face gets really, like starts to shift, and you kind of see the
like. If folks remember that promotional art for Bolt I put up of the woman like what looks like 3 faces?
Yeah.
That is what Rakshasa look like. Red eyes, slight little fangs, and a face that just shifts slightly at all times. Zhang, what do? You have 3 actions. You got time to play.
Yeah. First he's gonna move over to the weapons rack. That's 1, and then I think since all of them in the zone are dead, and he hears them coming for the racks. He's gonna first take a take a defensive action, take like a defensive stance, like plant his spear and like plant the butt of his spear in the ground and wait for them, but also like aiming an offensive action, like sort of readying for them to come. So he's like just preparing to both attack and dodge any attacks. I think that's what this round is going to be about.
Beautiful, which means that your next attack roll against them is going to be pulled forward, and their next attack against you is going to be set back.
Yes.
So they'll be rolling a d8 on their next attack.
I'll be
Speaking
rolling
of, they are going to come up and, one of, let's see, they're all going to claim. Actually, they're all going to claim 2 actions.
Okay.
I'd like to claim 2 actions as well.
let me
I'll
see.
probably claim 2 as well.
And just to confirm, you can't take the same action twice.
You can't roll twice, but you can take the same action twice,
Oh, okay.
depending on the action. Yeah. What were we thinking?
Attack.
You can only attack once.
Yeah, that's what I was. Okay.
Only one roll.
I can't burning wheel this. Okay, gotcha.
You cannot burning wheel this. This is a game designed to be power gamed, and not one that requires you to play mind games if you try to power game. At me, Luke Cage. I have beef with you.
So guys, I have an idea in which we might not have to worry about this set of people.
Oh, okay.
I think I'll take two actions.
All right, so you're all gonna go before they have a chance to really do anything, huh?
We're badasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems so.
You ready and waiting.
All right, so 3 of these bad boy, what you gonna do? They're gonna bolt out, stumbling drunk. It looks like. They see the resident soft boy planting himself right at the weapons rack that they need to stab people with, and they're gonna freaking rush him. But what are y'all gonna do before?
Can I use my net arrow?
You absolutely can
Hell
use your
yeah.
net arrow.
Net arrow.
Net gains.
Guys, I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. These are my only 2 trick arrows.
Dude, I am not disappointed one bit.
That's 2 more trick arrows than I have.
Yeah, what are you
Okay.
talking?
So I got a
even
3
have
on
a
the
weapon.
d4, and then 6 plus 7 is 13.
Okay, and
Unless you
what
want
did they
me.
roll to
They rolled
dodge?
dodge.
Okay, they rolled to dodge. They're gonna have to beat a 13.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say they all. Yeah, they're all gonna fail. I'm just gonna roll the d4s to see what happens. What do you roll for your d4 on the?
I rolled a 3.
A 3. Okay, they're all gonna fail. Goons can't spend tenacity. So they're all just gonna automatically fail. Let's see what happens if I roll d4.
Oh, they like physically can't roll higher than a 10.
They cannot beat a 13.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, nothing happens. 2, nothing happens. All right, you just grab all of them. Fucking hell.
I love it. I kind of
You-
want to know what's sorry, but I want to know how this looks from like Zhang's point of view.
Yes, actually, yeah. Describe the scenario of 3
Yeah.
burly dudes in chest armor that glints in the moonlight, save for the stains of hard liquor on the front. What's it look like from Zhang's perspective as these 3 just like charge at you in a drunken rage,
Mhm.
only to all be caught by the same set of net arrows?
I think Zhang is there like with his spear planted, ready for them to come, and then he's like hyping himself up. He's doing like a little hype music to himself, like da 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 da, da, like, as they fucking come. Like he thinks he's gonna have this badass moment, and then just like from the side, out of frame, they all just get swept up this fucking net arrow. It's like, oh.
Belen puts her arm out from the trees, and Star Souls have this really great thing where they just have like satin-like skin, and Belen definitely is like a dark black, so it's kind of hard to see already. But like she juts her arms out with a thumbs up at Zang.
Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. Y'all get 2 actions to play with. What do y'all want?
Oh my god. I am definitely gonna see if I can. I'm gonna use my roll. Well, okay. So I get to move, but can I sneak, hide?
You don't have to anymore.
Oh, I don't have to anymore, right?
Because they're all wrecked.
Nobody's fucking here. No, 100%. Yeah, okay. I think like that. Chaya also like as this is happening is like, all right, we're gonna go. There's gonna be a big wreck. It's gonna be a whole ruckus. It's gonna be fun. I'm like ready to roll as stealthily as possible. I like pull up my scholar's hood. Yeah, I'm all in it. Like, and then like it just all goes down. I was like, oh, okay. Well, and then it's just gonna. So can I get then like a better look at the cache? Like, can I like just basically walk up to it and like?
You can walk up and open the door. Walking up is one action.
Yeah.
Opening the door is another action.
Solid then. I'm like, all right. Whoop! I open the door. Well, actually, do I hear anything? Is there anything like before I go in? I'll probably like I'm a professional. Check my perimeter.
No one's near the shed, but you hear a lot of holy shit coming from the tents.
Okay, so definitely all that. Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open up the cache and see what's inside. Like, what are we blowing up?
You have the good shit with you. You have Birbalite weaponry.
Ooh!
You've got freaking lightning crossbows. You've got fantasy artilleries. You see one thing here. What we would consider it looks like a shotgun. You would see it as like a crossbow you would hold underhanded, like hanging at your hip.
Yeah.
With these giant cylinders of what you would recognize as capacitors and a giant dish up front. You would recognize this as a capacitive blunderbuss. You shoot it and just a blast of lightning shoots out the front.
Yeah.
It jibs people.
Giblets.
I want it.
So you can burn all of this stuff, or you can take some for yourself. All you have to do is kill everyone.
Oh yeah. I mean, is there even a choice?
If you take the capacitive blunderbuss, assume shoot heavy, 15 damage, armor piercing 5.
Oh, that's so good. I think Chaya's gonna like under their breath like a jab's a jab, and then like is gonna like grab that grab the capacitor shotgun.
Also, I should give context to people in chat what 15 damage means in Bolt. What is everyone's maximum vitality?
Yeah, I was
8.
11.
Oh,
The strong boys only had 11.
I'd get destroyed almost twice over.
So that's what 15 damage means in Bolt. And AP5 means that if you shoot through partial cover, it does nothing. You can straight up shoot through a cheap wall.
Okay. Yeah.
With this.
What is 5 damage? 5 damage is like a nasty knife cut across your arm. You know, if you were a civilian, that's enough for you to drop and scream. But if you're a badass, it's like, okay, ouch. It's just a
You
flesh
probably do
wound.
it twice.
Yeah. The
would
fantasy
hurt-
of Bolt is that you can get shot twice.
As
Yeah.
opposed to real life, where you probably don't get shot once.
Like goons. You
That's
shoot
true.
them once, they die or go down, or because they're not paid enough to stop you with death.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, we're
you,
not.
Um,
I'm gonna try and get this to Belen as fast as I can.
you are out of actions.
Oh, I am. Yeah.
So you just have the nice gun.
Kevin, what is your shoot heavy? Also, no, I don't trust you with this. You don't give a child a shotgun.
Excuse you.
It's not just a shotgun; it's a BFG.
Oh
It's
yeah,
a fantasy BFG.
you don't hand a
Excuse you.
child
This is the bucket
literal
child you've ever
lightning.
fucking met. Okay.
This child.
This is little baby Bruce Lee here.
Yeah.
Baby Bruce Lee. Anyway, speaking of baby Bruce Lee, you have 2 actions. What are you gonna do?
But there's nobody here.
You can go to where they are.
Oh,
Yeah, you can just stab them in their tents. They don't got no weapons.
that wouldn't be honorable.
There's no Geneva Convention in this universe, is there?
Huh?
There's no Geneva Convention universes in this universe, is there?
You are
barely a
under the
Geneva Convention
command
in
of the
this
Piranic
universe.
Kingdom of Puttikia. They are the Geneva Convention. And they're so powerful that they can say fuck the Geneva Convention.
I see.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Um,
stabbing unarmed soldiers in their tents. This is fine.
This is fine. They deserved it. This isn't even war. You're not even in wartime.
But you're also like, you're like starry-eyed, like I want to do
Yeah.
good. I'm not like one of those
Exactly.
White Lotus brutes. Is how I see it.
I mean,
Right,
one thing you can
exactly.
do is you can kick the weapon rack into the fire.
Yeah, that's one thing I was thinking
Hell
of. Just
yeah.
ditching the weapons rack. Yeah, just let's use one action to do that, and then use
Alright.
the next to plant myself.
You
to
can
move,
take
like,
one of their weapons. If you want to take a pole arm with strike heavy and 9 damage, a light
Oh,
mace with
okay.
7 damage, a crossbow with 6 damage, or a bottle shiv if you want to like grab one of the bottles. Because now I'm gonna throw you faces. They're gonna have actual health,
Yeah,
so you can't just one shot them.
yeah.
So if you want to really do some damage, get the pole arm.
But Zhang, like me, because I'm me, thinks that spears are the best weapons and refuses to use anything else.
So get the pole arm.
What is
But
it?
he doesn't have a good... No, it's different. It's different.
Mechanically, it's the same.
It doesn't feel the same in my soul.
All
I
right,
love it.
fine
I love
then.
it.
Take your puny. Oh wait, you do 8 damage with it.
Yeah, exactly.
You are
Because like
wildly bugged. All right, so you like kick it in and you plant yourself even more. I'm gonna say so. Now they're gonna be rolling d6s to punch you. Which is amazing. Yes, here's a lifeline. You say fuck it.
thank you.
Anyway, now we get to the next round. It is indeed aesthetically beneath this good boy.
Bless you.
Bless me. So now we get to 3 more bad boy. What you gonna do? And they're gonna in fact come for you as faces. And they're also going to claim all of them.
If throwing the weapons in the fire was one action, I would like to use my other to steal myself and take a defensive action as well.
Yeah, so they're gonna roll d6s against you basically. In that case, they're all gonna take 2 actions. What are y'all gonna claim? Actually,
I
no.
think
2
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna take
claim
2 actions.
3
One's gonna
actions.
take 3.
Belen's gonna take 3 actions.
All right.
I'm gonna take one.
Ooh. Try's going to take 2 if I want to get this to Bella, and I'm assuming it'll take. I need to move and then toss over or something. So
Yeah, you're gonna. If Belen's still in the trees, they are 1-2 zones away.
I'm going to take 3. It'll probably take me a bit, and I'd want to hide if there are more people around.
Awesome.
Okay.
In that case, the ones who
Bella,
take
did you
2.
Oh, sorry. Val, did you take 1 or 2 or 3 actions?
The one set of bad boys, 2 of them took 2 actions, 1 took 3.
Okay. All right.
The
Okay.
one for 3 is gonna, in fact, come for you. What you gonna do?
Well-
I have to do it for the memes. Let's see, 2 of them.
Bolt boys, bolt boys.
You know what? They're going to. I just upped their stats because you're going through them too easy. And
I can't believe you told us.
I did. This is violating everything, every GM advice article I've ever read. But Jay, what, you can't just change the stats on the fly.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely going to change the
Tell us.
stats on the fly because now the commanding officers are showing up, so they have more stats. It's not like
They got field promotions.
they got field promotions. They drank the liquor that made them tougher.
I was gonna
So-
say they vomited, so they're a little bit more sober. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. So 2 of them, I don't think they see Belen. I don't think they're in the time to really look for Belen. But they do see this buff little Bruce Lee just asking for an honorable duel.
Mhm.
Hashtag honor.
Oh my god.
And they are going to fucking bum rush you. They're both gonna roll a d6 plus 7, so they can see if I can still hit you. Whatever your defense is. Your defense is 8. Okay, not terrible. Okay, the first one rolled an 8 exactly. That's not gonna hit, but they rolled a perk. Second one rolled a 9. No wait. Yeah, a 9. Yeah. So one of them misses because the ties always go to the player. It is. Is a kid a bum rush though? On one hand, yes. On the other hand, they're cops.
Fuck cops, just not that way.
Fuck cops. That's why we're killing them.
Not that way though.
Absolutely not. Dump if you're dating a cop, dump them. What are you doing? Anyway, now that they are buffed up, take 4 damage, Zhang.
4 damage.
4 damage, unarmed strikes.
Okay.
Don't be mad. You also do 4 damage with your fists.
Yeah, but yeah. And that. Okay.
All right. Who else is taking 2? Wait. Who else was taking 2 actions? Oh no, wait. Zhang took 1 action, right?
Yeah, I was just taking 1.
You get to go first.
Yeah. Okay.
So before they even punch
well, I was
you.
just going to attack. Yeah.
All right.
And because I took a aiming offensive action, and it says
D12.
player's next combat check, so it carries over rounds. It's just whatever the next one is.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a D12 and a D4. Do a little poking the spear. Ooh, that's a 12 on the die. So that's a big number. There's 14 plus 3. That's 17 on the D12, but a 1 on the D4.
Okay. I think you managed to absolutely run your spear through the fella who came at you.
Mhm.
which does 8 damage against their armor of 3, so it does 5 damage to them. I made them very beefy now. One is left of theirs. Okay. But that is you. But you only managed to run them through with your spear after they managed to get that hit on you. So they take that much damage. Who else took 2 actions? You should have gone before, but
We all took Val and I took 3.
all right. In that case, you two get to go before the one that was trying to go for the cash.
I think if Belen notices that one's going for where, because I don't think that she can see Shia because of the dark right now.
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but if she at least noticed that somebody might be going in the direction of Shia, she's like, they can't take a hit. So I think she's gonna knock a regular arrow and just let it fly.
Let it fly.
Yeah.
If you have 2 extra actions, you can aim twice. So you can have a D8, D6 plus
Yeah.
your value. Pull
Yeah,
forward
I'm gonna do
twice.
that. I'm gonna aim twice. And
An
then-
arm drop kick sadly does the same amount of damage as a punch, unless you have special feats where you can knock people prone.
So I'm doing the D8, the D6, and the D4.
Yes, you add the you add the D8, D6 to your whatever you add to your longbow, and the D4 remains the D4 because the D4 is eternal. The chaos is eternal.
So 13 plus 7 is 20.
You hit.
Oh,
You
But I
indeed
only rolled a
hit.
3 on my D4.
That's fine.
Hi guys!
Hi guys.
hey.
How much damage does it do?
9.
9, and it's
With
8p2,
2 armor
right?
piercing. Yeah.
All right, so only 1 armor stops it, so you do 8 damage to this poor scrub. Okay. Jaya, it's your turn. The fella coming for you just got an arrow in the side.
Okay, yeah.
It's looking real rough.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I think like I see the arrow.
It takes an action to pick up the gun, by the way.
Ooh, then I'm going to. I think like narratively, it's like I'm about to go pick up the gun, and then the guy I turn around, and I see the guy coming up, and then I
Pick
see
up the
arrow.
gun and use it.
Yeah.
Pick up the gun and use it.
Oh, God, I really want to.
Use it. If it
Do
misses,
it,
just
do
spend
it, do
tenacity
it.
and do it.
I know. I'm like Ajay put this here. I see it in Ajay's eyes. Ajay's like, I've given you the toys I want to see used.
Aditya, you of all people always talk about engaging with the mechanics.
Oh my
Engage with the
given a
big
gift.
gun I gave you. God damn it.
Engage with the tenacity and with the big fucking gun.
Yeah, you just used it to just be like, and I do it. No, yeah, of course I'm gonna like. It's like, oh, like it's just, and then the arrow shoots, and then Chad's like, oh, and then I pick up the gun, turn around, and I just fire.
All right, it's a difficulty 8.
I'll have to use a tenacity for that. I have like a 0 on my shoot check, so I may as well just do it.
So just
I mean,
roll a
you got a
d10 first and
20%.
see how much tenacity you have to burn.
Yeah.
Ooh. Fuck. Okay, that's an 8.
All right, and what's your d4?
My D4 was a 2.
Okay, so it's gonna be you hit. 8's the ties go to player, so you hit.
Okay, nice. Good.
Describe what happens when you utterly just
Oh, I think like
you
Okay,
doom kill this guy.
yeah. So I imagine like, it's kind of dark where I am. There's like grunts and stuff, but we've been like pretty good at taking these guys out, right? Like so just there's now kind of the sounds of combat happening. And I think like probably if the camera like zooms like focuses on like Zhang and like that fight that's going on, and then just a blinding light. And in my head, I hear like the sound of like it's like lightning in reverse, you know? Like I just like I like the idea that this thing, because it's like it's magic, right? And it's like this horrid weapon. So it's like this wrong, like you know what I mean?
And after that, you know the like camera flash sound, like that like whiz, like the whirring sound.
Yeah.
It's that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And then
It's a bass boosted somehow.
yeah, exactly. It's bass boosted like and it's awful.
It sounds like the gods have shown up to particularly show their displeasure at the situation that has transpired.
And I think
In
like
Belen
again,
head, she's just like, I want it.
oh yeah. I think like as the lights kind of like because then like it illuminates everything real quick, and you just see like what was there isn't anymore. Like the guy just isn't there. Is splattered. And China's just like, oh.
Did this awaken something in China?
Yeah.
I think
I will remember this.
yeah. Chaya does like a little like maybe kind of like like quickly mimes like like maybe like a thing like does something like like draws lines over his eyes or draws lines, and is like like does like whatever the little ritual of the house of those who sever stitches is like, oh no.
Oh no! Yes.
No.
All right.
Zhang is just looking at you from the other side of this last dude, like fucking like, what the fuck?
Look at me.
All right. And with that, one more dude shows up, bursting out to the sound of space-time getting torn to shreds.
Ooh, I did 3 actions, so that was 2, right?
Yes.
I just wanna
So
make
you
sure.
get to do 2 more non-roll actions. What do you want to do?
Okay, I want to I still want to get this in Bellen's hands because Chaya's like, oh, I know
If
who did
you-
this too. So
you
I might
you can get this right into you can run right up to Chaya, and she can take, or you can get this up to Belen and she can like just take it out of your hands.
okay, yeah, that's kind of what I want to do is okay. And then I like run over.
I think
And
Zhang looked at
notably,
flustered.
you like run behind the 2 scrubs that are just kicking his ass. And they're too busy kicking Zhang's ass to
Yes.
notice the mercenary like barreling behind them with a giant fuck off gun.
I imagine
think
Zhang
Zhang-
notices.
Yeah, Zhang notices you, and then he remembers, like, oh shit, I can't. So he looks away. And that's why he's getting his ass kicked.
We make eye contact for a second. I like glare and you're like,
Oh shit. Fuck.
what the fuck is happening?
Amazing. All right, one more round. Let's see what fucking happens. Okay. So the 2 that are wailing on Zhang will continue to do so. They're both taking 1 action. And
gonna
this
take
time,
one, yeah.
their checks are not set back one at all. So they're just rolling d10s with their +7 to punch.
Yep. Just it's a 1 for Zhang.
It's time to take some L's.
It's one. Poor Zay.
And the other one
Boss?
does notice Jaya running across the scene, and he's gonna take 2 action. No, he's actually gonna go take 3 actions.
Ooh.
So what do y'all do? Kevin, if you take 1 action, Zane can act before these scrubs.
Right. Yeah, I'm just going for 1, and then the other one that's going for Chaya. Like they're not part of these 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, and
Yeah.
they're not going for Chaya. They're going for the cash set.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. Well, no. Yeah. Two scrubs in the bush are worth 1 in the hand or something.
And it takes 1 action to get out of melee range, and you
Yeah,
are in
I'm
melee
just gonna
range.
attack.
I
Oh, you're
also
gonna
want to take 1 action.
Oh, you're gonna take 1 action. Okay, I'll take
Yeah, just 1 action.
2. Which means I can't toss you the gun.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take 1 action to pick up the gun. By the way.
Yeah.
I just realized this
Is this gun
entire time
reload?
with my captions, I've been using my partner's Google account.
Oh no.
Oh well,
Uh,
that's their problem.
okay, so yeah, it'll take an action. So I can take 2, and you'll just get the gun later.
Or
If
you
you
could
want
just
to
murk
act,
these dudes with the gun.
Murk these dude with the gun.
but like you're on top of them. What do you mean, Merc?
Or you can
I'll
shoot the
try.
gun yourself.
You have
I'm
to
on top
ask-
of it, but I'm only so fast.
Could I?
Wait, did Belen go last round?
Yeah,
Yeah, Bellin shot.
Okay.
yeah, I aimed twice and I shot the person that was charging at Chaya.
Right. Okay.
Before they got
Well.
jibbed.
Yeah. I'm gonna take 2 actions.
All right.
I want to give Bellin this gun. Well, I know I can shoot the gun, but I also don't want to keep. I don't want to. I want to give it to Bellin. This is so much better for them.
All right. In that case, both of you take 1 action. Shoot away. Who wants to go first?
I mean, I go first because I'm taking 1 action, right?
Well, we're both taking 1 action. Go ahead.
Oh,
first.
you're also taking 1 action. I missed that.
Yes.
Sorry.
So it's still a difficulty 8 to wreck these scrubs.
I think I'm gonna go first since I'm right here. My butt's on the line. Oh no! Oh wait! I do have a big bonus actually. What's that? Strike unarmed is or no?
No,
Strike
you have
light.
strike light.
Yeah, strike light is 7. That's a 12 on the die, but a 1 on the d4.
All right. What do you think your complication could be? It could be you drop your weapon. It could be you break your weapon.
I break it. Of course.
Break it
right.
off in this motherfucker.
In that case, are you attacking the one that's already wounded or the one that's unhurt?
I think it'd be the wounded one. You gotta go for the easy kills.
How about this? I'll give you this. You can do extra damage and instantly kill him.
Yeah.
At the cost of completely destroying this prize spear of yours.
Oh fuck. Yes, 100%.
Describe how it breaks, and describe how your heart breaks with it.
Oh my god.
Fuck me. Fucking. You know what it is? It's he jabs it forward. He does like the very like the rote basic like sort of step and jab, and then like but they twist, and then the other one comes down like because they twist it gets Zhang out of the way of the strike that's coming down towards him from the other one, but then that strike comes down on the spear and just breaks the shaft in half. Like,
Oh.
It's like a slow-mo shot of the splinters flying over the look of horror in Zhang's face.
Very painful.
Oh, no.
Incredibly painful. And
and then we
a
get a
dead
shot of the
scrub.
pole arm on fire in the campfire.
Yes, the one you burned.
The one I eschewed for my speed.
Yeah, the one that would have done 7 + 4 damage. So you would have actually done 11 damage with it.
The
Don't give me
child
that
is
look for
in
the
danger now. Both
No, it's fine.
of these, the old man and the child are in danger, and it's my turn.
Yes, you can go for the one that's attacking the child, or go for the one that's going for the going for the cache of
Cash.
tasty guns.
Gotta make sure that this guy, again, like, Belen doesn't know what's in the cache. Like, she can guess, but she doesn't exactly know. But now
mean,
that
you
she
saw
saw
China
like that
coming out.
lightning go off, like she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh God, they cannot get in there." So I think she's gonna go after the one that's running for the cache.
All right, make a difficulty 8. Not that it matters. Check.
All right, that is true. I have a +7, so I can't
Roll
actually-
anyway for the theater of it, and so we can see what happened with the D4.
I got a 4 on the D4 and a 13 to
See?
shoot.
So one of the
Hell
things you
yeah.
can do with a perk is do damage and a half on your shot. That's one of the things you can do with a
Sweet.
perk. Or
Let's do
you can
that,
like
because that would.
knock them
Oh.
prone or something like that. Whatever you like.
Well, okay. Is it rounded down for damage?
Round
and a
down.
half? All right. So I could do 13 damage.
AP2,
Or I could-
right?
AP2.
AP2.
Yeah, that would one-shot him.
Yes, that one. Let's go.
Describe how you one-shot a heavily armored, like...
They have shit helmets, man.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes!
Here we go.
Yes! like he's like putting on his helmet, and it's like... It's got the feather on. It's a very fancy feather, and you just punch right through the cheap metal. Bop!
Oh, good. Nice.
Oh.
And I
Hell
think
yeah.
she shouts at Zhang, and potentially Chaya, and she's just like, "Finish it! It's the last one."
Okay.
Gaia, it's time to finish it.
All right. So I'm like right behind, or I'm like real close to Zhang and this little fight that they're having. Could I push Zhang out of the way? Is that a thing?
Wait, this one takes an action too.
Oh.
He's gonna take a shot at
Oh yeah.
at your boy first. What's your defense again?
My,
8.
My defense, yeah, 8.
Okay. Well, this boy rolls a +7 to punch.
Oh, 1.
He didn't roll a 1, so it's still an... Oh, it's an 8 and a complication. Oh,
Oh, good.
you managed to like get this. You managed to like. What do you do to like somehow survive this punch coming for you? Like, what do you do to like break the advantage completely?
Hang on. Health is vitality, right? If I remember
Yes.
correctly. Yeah. If it's 8 damage, I only have 7 vitality.
No. He rolled an 8,
Oh, okay. I thought. Okay.
so
gotcha.
he just barely misses you.
I think. What? I think as like they brought down their sword or whatever the fuck on the spear like that.
Oh, there's
sort
the
of, like-
punches. Straight up punches.
Oh, they're just
now.
punching.
This motherfucker like punched through your spear. He's
Yeah,
scary.
this motherfucker like drop kicked through my goddamn spear or some
Yeah.
shit, and like, and then like as that like that momentum was like it carried me around and spun me, so like he could probably like get me like on the shoulder, so it's like he connects but he doesn't do anything serious, but like it's just like it was he got the weird angle because of he didn't expect for the spear to break and like it got me out of like optimal like facing him and everything.
Ooh.
And I think I know what the complication is.
Mhm.
He realizes that everyone else is down, like either shot or knocked out or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And you just see the look of, oh, what do you do? What do you do, Jaya?
Oh, can I so
This will be the last combat
yeah.
of the game, so you can burn all your tenacity here to make this shot work.
Yeah. I wanna. So, like, can I line up the shot without shooting Zane?
Yeah, it's a short range weapon. It's not like it'll paint Zhang. It
Okay.
will not hurt him.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's good. You good with that, Kevin?
Does it matter? Does your character care?
Does Chaya
Oh, my
care?
my Chaya doesn't care, but I want
Oh, that's
to-
true.
Kevin,
We should
Kevin
get
is cool with
consent.
whatever child wants.
I'm
You
a little
wanna
worried about
kill
Kevin.
Zang?
Well, because I was like, well, I'll push Zhang out of the way. Like, get the fuck out. What's taking you so long? And like, just. But I don't think I'll even say that. Like, I think I'll first, like, it'll just be like,
I imagine just like the guy just like looking around, like,
yeah,
oh, roll,
and then it's just a flash.
Yeah.
roll.
like-
I want to roll to see what happens. Roll to see if bullshit happens.
All right. Ooh. I can burn the tenacity
Do it.
because I rolled a 1.
Do
and
it.
I get a +0 to this entire roll.
Do it.
But I rolled a complication. So let's see what
I
happens.
think I know what the complication is, unless you have an idea as well.
I don't have an idea, but my only idea is, well, it's a one shot.
I mean, it's a gun. What happens when guns fucking there's
Miss-
complications with guns?
Yeah. like in my brain I'm like, I'm okay with this going horrible.
Do you want that?
Oh fuck.
Hang on, hang on.
Yeah, like you stole it.
Ajay, wait. What if instead of it backfiring on Chaya, it backfires on Zing?
That's
And
what
then
I was
Chaya has
like.
to live with
Yeah.
that fucking shit. Yeah.
That's the worst. Oh my god.
So you see, and as part of that, I think some of the shrapnel from the scrub just gets embedded into Zhang, and you're gonna drop immediately. Make an
His bone
endure check.
shards.
Make an endure check against difficulty 8 right now.
Endure.
Scales
Where's
of
my
will.
endure? Oh fuck me.
Oh.
What'd you roll?
Scales of the will.
Scales with the will.
That's a
You get
that's a,
tenacity to burn.
You have burn
That's a-
tenacity on it.
that's a 3 on the die, and then a 1 on the D4.
Is
Sounds
6
good.
tenacity worth like not immediately just dropping and not getting up until the end of the encounter? I mean, it is the end of the encounter, so you just like get wrecked and just like you're bleeding out on the ground now.
yeah, I'm just, like, you know what? No, I'm not going to spend tenacity. I'm going to expect them of the house that makes and breaks stitches to save me.
Just what happens when Zeng
Fuck
realizes
yeah.
he's impaled by shrapnel from a lightning gun?
Ugh.
Fucking love this. Oh my god. Wait. What's that
Belen?
moment? Yeah.
Belen's like, I didn't tell you to fucking kill the kid. She's like pushing out of the fucking forest because that was
Oh
the
my
last guy.
God.
She's like, the fuck?
Oh my god.
Did I do good, boss?
Did I do good? Jesus fucking Christ.
For reference,
All
you're
right.
not gonna die here, but holy shit.
Shit. You're not good.
I mean, unless you want to die here, that would
Oh,
be
wait.
fine.
Wait, okay.
And both characters only die if you let them die, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, if this is the end of the encounter and all we gotta do is blow up this cache
Or take cash.
or take cash, you're right. Send a message.
Holy shit.
I'm like, okay, so Kevin, like, if you want, I could be like, no,
Yes, you can put me out of my misery.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'll be like, shh, Zach, don't worry. I'm one of the. I am, of course, a Beerbolite of the House of Those Who Sever Stitches. Just hold on to this, and I like hand you the brooch. Close your eyes.
Oh my fucking god.
Are you gonna roll to heal or are you gonna roll to kill him?
Oh, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna...
No, and I'm good with it.
Or
Kevin is good with it. Zane doesn't know better.
Is Belen gonna?
Belen's like, clean up your fucking mess, and then she's gonna walk past you guys.
Oh my god.
Go to the cache and pull out what she
perfect.
likes.
Yeah, no, that's great. Oh my god, we're the worst
Aw.
people.
I think
we-
we can-
I hope you
Me.
guys didn't come here expecting heroes.
I know.
F
I see-
in chat for Zang. Let's get some F's in
Zang.
chat.
You are with us, a beer belite at the house of those who sever stitches. Saying you're in good hands. And I, how do you? I want to know how Zang reacts to me like handing you a brooch and like me kind of saying these, like cryptically soothing
yeah.
words.
Zang, as in character as always, like takes it, like holds it very tight. Like, oh yes, of course, this is some magic that will help me, and he's going to cast a ritual that's going to save me.
Jesus Christ!
He's not able to vocalize any of this, but this
Oh my
you read it in
God.
his eyes.
So I have a the assault spell says I always assault actions against inert targets always succeed. Does this count as somebody who will just let me fuck
Yes.
this? Yeah.
Describe what your magical attack looks like.
Chaya is an assassin. It's like a needle. It's like a magical needle that just zips through people. And I think what I do is I do that same like action that I did before where I raise the thumb up your like to like open your third eye, and then I like put two fingers to close your eyes, and then I just put my hand over your head. And this is brutal. I'm so sorry.
In fucking chat.
But then I just cast my spell right over your head. Oh my god, I feel so tainted. Like me as a person. Jesus.
Rue clipped it. Jadu clipped your sins.
God.
Oh no.
All right. With that brutal way to end, I think it's
You know what? Zang's
time.
got like a look of peace on his face.
Yeah, I know. It's like a full. I'm like shh.
Hey, Umar, if you're in the chat, does Asta like act like this too? Is Asta this much of a monster?
I don't think this is. Oh my god.
Who's more of a monster, the person who did it or the person who let it happen?
Who let it happen? None of us in this party is free of sin. I feel.
You.
It's like Sam was the
You're
most
not
free
just-
of sin,
You're just
and
not.
then we.
It's not just that you're not free of sin; it's that you've got 6 figures of sin. You're a billionaire of sin.
I am, yeah. Oops.
Oh God! And with the F's in chat, let's keep the F's coming. Let's wrap up for the night. Val, tell us a little bit about you. If you've got any plugs,
Yeah.
tell us about yourself a little bit.
So guys, this is my first time on the channel. I'm really happy to join you guys here, and I hope to join a couple more times. You can see me right now on Off the Table every other Wednesday playing in an all-bin pop game run by Russ Wild, who is a
Gotta love
fantastic
Russ.
DM.
They're so good.
And we're playing Monster of the Week there every other Wednesday, not this coming so next Wednesday. And I also play in an all-bin pop game on Arvin Elleran's channel. We're debuting Sound Clash, which is by At the Rising Tide. His name is Brandon, and I can't remember his last name, and I feel really bad. And
What is Brandon's last name? No, I don't.
But you can see him on At the Rising Times, at the Rising Tides. Tides like a religious tax, and he's doing a Sound Clash, which is a Forged in the Dark game about fighting against fascists with magic music.
Ooh.
And you can also hear me on a podcast called the Kingdom Hearts of Forgotten Era. It's an interstitial actual play podcast. With interstitial by Red Riley Hopkins, and it is really fun. We're getting into a lot of like really intense arcs. We just finished up going to
It's Brandon
Gnostic.
O'Brien.
Brandon O'Brien. I love him so much, and I feel really bad. And so that's all my stuff. I'm in a lot of stuff, and I hope to be in more stuff. I like stuff.
Hey.
Oh, and you can follow me at Villain Vicencio on Twitter. I have a lot of feelings.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, the win conditions himself, the
Yes.
dead man. Tell me about yourself. What's your plug? What you got?
I am Kevin Tien Vulong Nguyen, best-selling author of game of adventures in Unbreakable Volume 1.
Setting, best-selling author.
Yeah,
Best.
and I make games. I make games about fighting your friends, about surviving in colonialist wars, about fucking pirates, not. Yeah. And go check out my my itch page, Win Conditions, NGUYEN, winconditions.itch.io, for soon my next game coming up. Bro is a gay to Bum Rush.
Bro, it was a gay to Leroy Jenkins.
Oh my god. Bro, is it gonna be dumb?
And I am the 50K stretch goal to receive a grant from Ajay and on Bolts, and to write up a Bolts hack, in which the plan is to do some mech hunting, where you play the little guys hunting down the colonialist mechs that come to invade your land and steal it from you. So they come with their superior firepower, but you're small, you're scheming, and you're smart, and you can take them out if you want to. Go back Bolts. Get me some money to make this game, please.
Hell yeah. All right. Back Bolt, Vidithya, you fucking monster. Tell me about you.
Oh my god, right? I am Valetti. You can find me online on Twitter at Vidithya Valetti. You can find me on Twitter at Vidithya Valetti. And you can buy my games and support me on itch at vidityavaleti.itch.io. I also have a Patreon. Everything's all the same. You can find all of this stuff on my Twitter. I promise, not normally a horrible monster.
Normally, I've hung out with you before. You're normally a horrible monster.
I play Dragon Hearts with you.
Yeah, prove me wrong. And so yeah, you can find me on all those things. I make games, support my games. Fuck, I know I had things.
Shotgun combat. Shotgun combat.
I'm working on a few different games right now. So and
Sword and Bearer.
Sword and Bearer. Yes. Okay. No, none of these are ongoing anymore. That's
Still
the thing.
Hype them.
Yeah. Okay. So
Sword and Bearer, you were on Wanderhome.
Yeah. Okay. So I've been on a few Kickstarters as stretch goals. Well, I'm assigned, so I'm writing some stuff for Wanderhome. I am writing some stuff for Gun and Slinger. I'm writing some stuff for Orbital, which is such a cool game. Yeah. Fuck. Oh, Necronautilus. You just said it. I was like Necronautilus, which was like a really cool game by World Champ Game Co. What is it? It's heavy metal, or it's death metal sci-fi. It's super cool. So I'm working on some stuff for that. I'm also, for Necronautilus, I was also, or am currently, because the project's still going on, a design consultant. So you are more than welcome to hire me as a design consultant on work as well, because I'm good at it. And then also finally, you can find me and Kevin, because Kevin didn't mention this before, but we are also technically permanent cast on the wonderful Twitch channel All Nerds Here, who rated us earlier. Earlier today, they were playing a game called Dragon Hearts, written by wonderful Alex Guerrero. So find us there occasionally and go support that channel because we have an upcoming project that is just super exciting. I think that's everything about me. Go follow me on Twitter. I'm drawing mechs. There you go.
Draw lots of mechs.
I've been drawing.
Side note, Rue, I know you're in chat. Remember the last time I ran a one shot for you, and you played a war criminal? You have no standing on this. Yeah. Not even kidding. Like it was so good. Anyway.
Oh, real quick, the in chat, if you notice, Val, your Twitter link was, I think, broken, but now it works. So I'm just saying that out loud for everybody.
Hey.
Who didn't see it before.
Okay. Because the thing's broken. Yeah. So yeah, that's me. My name is Ajay Pandey. I am the Bolt guy. I am the Lightning Mage. I am the lead designer for the Bolt RPG engine, now on Kickstarter. Just drop that link. It is blown through its funding goal. It is hurtling towards its first stretch goal, where the first stretch goal is literally I put together a double album setting document with magic rules, card chase rules, a fantasy setting, a modern setting, all coming up all at once, so you can have that Asian TTRPG setting that is not Orientalist garbage. It is in fact a fucking amazing, and you can get that shit at $32K for the stretch goal, and at $50K we get Kevin to make freaking mech hunting. Which is such a good pitch. Like he just pitched it, he was like, I'm immediately sold.
That's so
You can follow me at Ajay Pandey on Twitter. You can follow Bolt at BoltRPG. If you want to get into hacking, you can join at Bolt Jam on Itch, which is starting Friday. Clock strikes midnight onto Saturday. Bolt Jam starts for a month. Make your hacks, sell them well, or else I will bully you into making you sell them for higher.
I will at you with what you should charge for these
absolutely at
games.
you. And if you want to get in on hacking, it's 35 USD to back. It's 10 USD for a hardship tier. You will get a copy of Bolt as it stands for backing on a secret link. It's just a great game. It is super fun. I have a ball running it every single time, and even playing it too. Just go back it. It's hot shit. Let's see if we can get it to a point where I can pay Kevin to make his fucking mech game.
I want to see
and make it with fucking like $7.5 grand's worth of budget, so that he can get ambitious as fuck with it.
I've got amazing artists already picked out. I've so many artists I want to
Back
give money to.
Bolt. If you are mad about Orientalist garbage coming out and finding like hotcakes on Kickstarter, back Bolt. If you are tired of games that are action heavy but can't let you hack them without lawyers coming at you, back Bolt. If you want one of the fastest, most dynamic, action-oriented TTRPGs out there on the market, back fucking Bolt. It's good shit. Back Bolt. Thank you so much. Thank you to Huetopia. Thank you to Dicey Amazons for raiding with a freaking Viking hunting party on us. Thank you to Pi for handing out subs like they're candy on Halloween. Halloween's coming early. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. I think we should cut it. We're already 10 minutes past. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
See you around.
You everybody.
Back Bolt.
Back Bolt.
Back Bolt.